Good morning, friends. How are you? I'm Tara Tom from Town and Country Quilt Shop in Albion, New York. If you are watching from afar, we are a little tiny 3 stoplight town, right? Is it three?
One,
One,
two,
two,
three.
three.
Yep.
In Western New York, we are right on the Erie Canal. Sometimes we get travelers who travel along the Erie Canal and stop in to visit. If you're a boater, you might want to do that.
Don't do it right now.
Don't do it right now. It's not full right now. So that would be a challenge. We are also about 10 miles south of a very excellent fishing area called Point Breeze Waterport area on Lake Ontario. So I was just looking at YouTube today, and we've got a lot of views on our videos. So I don't know where everyone's coming from. So I thought I'm not doing that. I am drawing the line at the glasses, folks. What was I saying? As Irene is distracting me.
Sorry.
So if you're from far away, there are other things to do here. If you ever wanted to come and visit, just wanted to let you know that we have some fun things to do. I'm going to put it on. I was trying to go minimalist, but apparently
It's the last day we can do it.
Irene is excited about St. Patrick's Day. So how's the sound? Anybody got any feedback on the sound? Brenda's given us a thumbs up. Maybe that's about St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. So we have here in the studio, I'm Tara. Irene is looking at this screen to make sure that we catch any questions or if it freezes or anything. And Brenda is moderating from her computer. So welcome to our Facebook Live. And why don't we get started? So I'd like to have some comments. How many of you are ready to be done with winter? Irene's got 2 hands up. We're getting dumped on every weekend. Well, I wouldn't say this past weekend was really a dump per se.
Yeah. Saturday at the retreat.
Oh, right. We were at retreat. Okay.
Tuesday wasn't it?
I feel like there's been a week since then.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
It has.
So, yeah, we had like 12 inches in Geneseo, right?
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And then the weekend before, and I think the weekend before.
Yeah, I think so.
And the kids, I have a 16-year-old, and she hasn't had a snow day yet, but we are getting the snow. So, and ice on the driveway. Sorry. And Irene's getting a phone call.
There.
So we thought it might be fun.
I silenced it.
To showcase some summer-themed fabrics. I think that some of you are in Florida, and honestly, I'm not jealous.
Is on and she's in Florida.
I'm not jealous at all. I'm just filled with joy for your ability to be in the sun and not be here in dreary Western New York or wherever else you live. So maybe this is going to be just, the season that you're in right now, but we have some fabric, a whole collection called Summer Lovin', and it's by Dear Stella. And it is everything that we're going to showcase today is going to be on the Facebook Live page on our website. So if you don't live close by, you can order it there. But these are some sweet, sweet fabrics. And they're from Dear Stella by, I don't know, maybe they're just Dear Stella.
Sending sunshine.
Yep, just Dear Stella. So this one is called White Love, and it's got sweet little hearts, a nice crisp white background.
And kisses.
Yep.
Got little lips.
Hearts and lips. And all of these, except for one, are going to be $13.99 a yard. This one is gorgeous pineapples. Pineapple is a symbol for welcome. It's also a very prevalent fruit in Hawaii. If you have ever been to Hawaii, or if you're going to Hawaii, maybe you could make your husband a Hawaiian shirt with not pumpkins, pineapples.
I could see my husband in this shirt.
Yeah. Or you could make a hula skirt.
Woo-hoo.
I don't think those are grass though.
Well.
And then we have this multi-stripe, which is sort of in the pink tone, and it's got a little bit of purple and some orange, and that's a great stripe for a background or a binding or a backing. Very pretty. Little rainbow action. This one has got a nice, very lemony yellow background, and it's got watercolor looking flowers. I think, I think the next one about this, so I'm going to refrain from saying what I was going to say. Because this one, I think, would make a very cute dress for your little girl.
My little girl.
Irene has a granddaughter, and
It'd be pretty.
that would make a sweet little, maybe a pinafore dress or a skirt.
Or lemons.
Yeah.
Are they oranges or lemons?
I think they're oranges.
I think they're oranges.
Or maybe even peaches.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. They're very sweet.
Yep, doesn't say.
And then I'm going to have you comment also if you've seen flamingos this week. Comment yes.
Yeah.
Some are in Florida.
3 in my backyard.
Some people are in Florida.
I know.
So if you've seen flamingos this week, comment yes. And buy that fabric. Just kidding. Just comment yes. And we'll all be envious of your flamingo sighting.
It's so pretty. I love the colors.
So Brenda, do we have any friends to say hello to? Is there nobody watching us?
Yes, there's 10.
Oh, we just don't know who they are.
We have Joanne. We have Linda Luther.
Well, hello, Joanne and Linda.
And Noreen.
And Noreen. Where's my my romper room? Noreen. What was that? A mirror or a magnifying glass?
What are you talking about?
When the woman on Romper Room?
Oh, I never watched.
I was a kid.
Mirror. Miss Marianne and the Magic Mirror.
Miss Marianne and the Magic Mirror.
Diane
I
Becker's
see Kathy. I see Diane. I see Linda. Welcome, friends.
I'm sorry, I was Romper Room deprived.
You were a grown-up when I was a kid.
Romper, stopper, romper, boo.
Brenda was not, apparently.
Okay, we're gonna. Can you hear me when I talk?
You have a microphone on.
I know, but I didn't know if it was. All right. I just want to tell you something about this fabric. I put the tags on this. This was.
Yes.
I don't remember. This wasn't pre-possum, but I had to put the tags on. So I had to look and see what they were. And one of the things said the cats. And I'm like, there is no fabric that has cats on it. But there is. See them? They're gray. I couldn't see them when I was looking at this fabric. I guess because, I don't know, because I'm blind.
And we have a gray cat who hides in the garden, so I'm used to being able to spot her.
Here, kitty, kitty.
See, I have a yellow cat, so this just didn't do it for me. Actually, I didn't have the yellow cat when I did that. But anyway.
So this one is very sweet with the little stylized rainbows that I put upside down. And those are both in the blue colorway and sort of a yellow, and then a
little bit of the whole thing. The whole
rainbow
is here.
Look at that.
Really cute.
I like that for a backing. We had some of that in Minky, but it's long gone. It was very pretty.
That's on the back of my baby girl's quilt.
All right. This one is my favorite, though. This reminds me of my girl Sarah when she is out in the pool. The pools will open. The pools will open at some point, and it'll feel sooner than.
Look, even the cat is hanging out in the pool.
Where's the cat? Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it cute?
Our cat does not do that.
I don't know too many cats that like the water.
They walk on the pool in the winter, though. You can see their tracks.
Well, because that's fun.
It's kind of unnerving when we see the tracks.
Yeah, because if they go in.
Right. All right, and then this is our last one. This is another one of those stripes.
Different color scheme.
Yep. This one is more in the cool blues and aquas. I can also see these like if you have a camper and you do placemats maybe, or even a quilt for the camper.
Or a bag, a summer bag.
Oh, yeah. A beach bag with the mesh, the vinyl mesh. We have some of that too. The screen. I don't know if you call that mesh or not, but we have some of that.
Well, we have both. We have vinyl and we have the mesh.
Right. So, yes, we have the clear vinyl that could be like a stadium bag type of thing. or we have the black. I think we have black and navy.
Yeah,
in
I think so.
It looks like a pet screen kind of thing. So yeah, I could see those in that. So that is our featured fabric. I hope it puts you in a summertime mood, because we could use a little summertime mood. We're getting gloomy skies out the windows today. I don't know if the sun's going to come or not, but it was here yesterday, so no complaining. All right, so changing gears a little bit, we wanted to talk about some upcoming classes that we have. And I know this one has been a popular one, but it's not quite full. So if you like these
The
cute,
class isn't full, not the carrot.
right. If you like these cute little carrots, Brenda is going to teach a class. There's a little bit of machine sewing and a little bit of hand sewing. And the class fee, which I can't remember what it is, but it is on the website, includes the pipe cleaners. What are they calling those now, Brenda? Pipe cleaners.
30, and it includes the batting and the pipe cleaners.
They are called pipe cleaners?
Fuzzy sticks.
Fuzzy sticks. Oh, we have something else called fuzzy sticks. But that's included in the price, which Brenda just let me know is $30. So this class is taking place on March 17th, which is this Friday. And we're not quite full. Oh, right, tomorrow. We're not quite full. So
And they make 2.
and you'll learn and have time to make 2 in the class. So
we did
these
not
are super
do
cute.
kits. We were
right.
toying with the idea of doing kits, and we just never got to it.
Yep. Well, it just takes like a fat quarter, 2 fat quarters, I think.
Just some orange and some green.
Yep, and we got plenty of that here.
Or you can make different colored carrots if you want.
And then these edges are cut with a pinking blade, and we have pinking blades here. So, yep. So if you're interested in making a little bushel of carrots, come on out tomorrow, Friday. All right. So that's that. And we also have, and Irene, you're going to have to help me with this because I didn't write it down. We're offering a refresher class. Oh, Brenda added that she's going to bake some cookies for this class. I'm going to
come just get the cookies.
Now we're going to run out of room.
Now we're going to run out of room. All right, what am I helping you
with? The One Block Wonder refresher class
yes,
is scheduled. And that is for people who have taken the class on the One Block Wonder, which is this, and maybe are a little bit stuck or just want to come back and sew together again. And that is scheduled for...
Is that what I'm helping you with?
Yes.
Sorry. Well, I didn't know what I was helping you with. Saturday the 25th.
Saturday the 25th of March.
It is
right?
For people who already have hexies cut out.
For people who already have the hexies cut out.
Barb is not going to cover how you cut them. She's assuming you have them all cut out. Be nice if you had them all sewed. She could help you with design. But if you don't and you want to sew your hexies, you can.
Yep. And we'll have design walls up so that you can do that. So
actually, you bring your own.
Oh, right. You bring your own so that you can take it home like that.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can do a felt backed tablecloth. Yep. I couldn't remember the word. Mm-hmm. And that way you can put it up on there, roll it up, and take it home to put it together. So, and we'll help you put them up on the wall.
Okay. Irene, did you want to talk about the next thing?
Sure.
Because I skipped over what you were going to do.
You skipped
This
me?
is what happens when I don't label the script. So Irene's going to share a little bit.
Hello. So excited. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. It's my favorite holiday. I used to always tell my students and my children, I said it's a favorite holiday. It's green, which is my favorite color, one of my favorite colors. And there's no presents, so there's no pressure.
Oh, right.
So that's why.
Also, no Valentine's.
And
you have to remember to get your kids ahead of time. No
Valentine's that gets handed out. No, nothing. So it's my favorite holiday. Plus, my mom is Irish. My mom's 100% Irish. So I'm 50% Irish. So even if I wasn't, I'd still love it. So I am talking to you. What am I talking to you about?
I'm
sorry.
April 7th.
April 7th is a social sewing day. It is filling up. And for those of you who don't know about social sewing, basically you come here, hang out with friends, work on whatever you want to work on, and enjoy yourself. So that is April 7th, which is Good Friday, I believe. Pretty sure it
I
is.
think it is.
It is 9 to 4, and you pay $15. And then if you are here, you get a $5 voucher in case you forgot pins or whatever, or you just want to spend at least $5. So you do have to sign up, though, so that we don't run out of room. I know we have people signed up already. So you might want to check that out quickly just to keep yourself from being locked out. We did one last month, and it was so much fun. The ladies had a great time. So please think about it.
It's sort of like a little mini retreat.
Yeah, it's a mini one-day retreat kind of thing. It's 9 to 4, but you come and go as you want. We had people that had to leave and do a Zoom meeting and come back, and so it's fun. It's just so much fun. All right. What else am I looking ahead to?
That's really all.
I think that's
I'm
just
sorry.
me. That's all I got. So you're not going to see this outfit again because unfortunately after today I won't be doing. But I do want to give you a quick clue. Next week, everybody's leaving me.
Yep.
I am pulling this baby off solo. So who knows what you're going to see next week. So think about that. 9 o'clock next Thursday.
Yes,
okay?
Brenda will be in the sunshine in Florida.
Yes.
And I will be in North Carolina, where it's not forecasted to be very warm, but
it's still not here.
It is not here. Yes.
So, since they're away in warmer climes, it'll probably be snowing by that.
Yep.
So who knows, though? I saw that we're headed for some high 40s, low 50s.
Oh, nice.
But you know how that works with the weather. It could change by the time I check it again. So, but
and Brenda and I will be helping from afar.
Yes, they're going to sign on and make fun of us because they're in the warm weather and we're not. So
we're not going to make fun. We're just going to make sure that she gets online, and we'll probably be commenting just like you
It'll
guys.
be interesting, let me tell you. Okay, so now I'm going to let Tara do the demo for today. If you were at retreat, you may have seen this demo, but it's always worth it to see it again. Oh, and by the way, the retreat was wonderful. For those of you who are watching who went, thank you so much. It was a wonderful retreat as always. And for those of you who aren't able to come, we will be doing our next one in November. Now, if you really want to travel, I got a couple you could sign up for in Maine. So if you're interested, let me know. A couple teachers, David Taylor is one of them. And if you've never seen David Taylor's stuff, you should just, even if you're not going, go online. Make sure you get the David Taylor, the quilter, not the priest. And because you won't see any quilts if you click on the priest. And then that's in July. Those spots fill up really fast. So if you're at all interested, these are all at Schoodic Institute, which is up in Maine in the Acadia National Park on the Schoodic Peninsula. Then that's July. Then in October, Sue Pellin is coming back again. This will probably be the last time we have her for a little while. She's fantastic. She's a rotary cut applique person, but it is also primarily on the sewing machine. I'm not a hand stitcher, so I love Sue, and she's going to teach us 2 quilts at this retreat. Teach us how to do 2 quilts. Then right after that, back to back, is a UFO, which means you come and you work on whatever you want.
You have UFO sightings.
Yes. Keep in mind that we have very limited space at the Institute. So and David will only take care of 10 or 15 because he wants to give you individualized instruction. And if you see his quilts, you'll know why. So, and Sue, basically we're pretty much limited. We have a UFOs next month, which is already closed, and we have 18, and that's pushing it. So if you're at all interested, if you're interested in the main retreats, I can get you the information. Our retreat will then be in November, and that's a UFO. You do whatever you want. Okay?
So Amy had a question. She said that she's got a bunch of scraps for you, and she's wondering if you'll be here tomorrow.
I will be stopping in tomorrow, Amy. I worked Wednesday, so that Linda Luther could teach her class. So I don't have to work tomorrow, but I will be stopping in because I'm going to have some things I need to get ready for Saturday. So you're more than welcome to bring them in. My mother loves all these scraps, by the way. So.
And Betty Snyder says, are all these listed on your website? And Brenda might be tapping away, but I happen to read it. We don't have the main retreats listed on the website, but I can put Irene's email
Yes,
on the comments.
that would be fine.
So we will,
Yes,
just what Brenda said. So we'll add Irene's
I'll
email.
add my email, and then you can email me. And we do have spots in David Taylor left, but Bev just sent out 56 emails to people who have taken his classes in Maine before. So I think that's going to fill up pretty quick. So I will put my email in if you're at all interested in David. Now, just to let you know, when you go up there, it's all inclusive. You have an apartment. It used to be a naval base. So they switched all the officer housing into suites. And so it includes your stay, where with mine, you make your own arrangements. Here, it's all made for you. Your meals, we don't include breakfast because we discovered that most people don't eat breakfast. So it was going to waste. So plus we could take a little bit down on the price. And then all your sewing. And then of course, David or Sue, whatever, for the teachers. So I will walk over and give Brenda my email, and she can put it in the comments.
Do you want to comment on what Amy's talking about with the scraps in case anyone else is interested?
My mother and my sister belong to a sewing group in Hornell, New York. And they, in the past, have made pet blankets, pet pads for the cats and the dogs. They've also done wall hangings and lap robes for the nursing home. And they were in the nursing home delivering. And a woman mentioned that they use the same thing they make for the pet cages. They use them as wheelchair pads to make it easier to sit in the wheelchair. And also, if they get dirty, they just throw them in the washing machine. So they've kind of shifted gears, and they're doing that until they get enough for the nursing homes, and then they might go back to doing them for the pets. So I collect scraps, and it could be anything. And if, excuse me, if your scraps are teeny tiny, that's fine. If they're large, then they use the fabrics for the outside of the pad. Okay, they don't cut them all up. We'll take anything. And many of you have graciously given me scraps, so I'm keeping my mother supplied. And when I go down there, I sit, and my sister sits and cuts the little ones up into like fabric confetti. She does it by the hour, but she's fine with that. And then they also take it to their meetings and cut more. So any scraps are welcome. Tara prefers you do it when I'm here, so they're not hanging around, but it's okay. All right. Okay. I'll give you back to Tara, and she can do her demo.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Speaking of scraps.
Oh, yeah, good lead in.
Yeah, nice segue. Thanks, Amy. So I have a little demo for you today, and Irene is gonna. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot to talk about this when we talked about the summertime fabric.
Oh yeah.
So I want to just add this to my summertime fabric spiel. This is a Fat Eighth bundle by Moda, and Corey Yoder is the designer. It's called Buttercup and Slate. And for those of you who have been in the shop lately, there's a sample made. It's called Joy Filled. It's beautiful, super light and summery, and just
I can't get these apart.
Yellow and gray and white, and that is the bundle for that. So I just wanted to show you that in case you were inspired by the summer.
You only need one bundle.
Yes, and the background
and the
border, of course. Yeah. But yeah, and Brenda put it together, and she said it went together really well. So just an idea in case you need some summertime inspiration. And now for our demo. So we were talking about scraps, and there's a at least new to me product on the market out there. I don't know if it's been around for a while. Some of you may have seen it before, but I recently found it, and it looks like this. And it is not, in fact, a common household product. It is called scrap tape, and it's produced by the Gypsy Quilter. And it's like an interfacing. It's not fusible, but it is water soluble. So I have made a few pieces here just to show you how you use it. It comes in this size, which is the 5-inch, and then it comes in 2.5-inch strips, and it also comes in 18-inch strips. And we have the 5-inch in stock right now, and we have the other sizes on order if you're interested. So what I did with this was, the first step was I found a whole bunch of scraps, and this is
moving.
this is a piece that we used. How's that view for the camera?
I can't tell because I have comments, but I think we're good.
Okay. So this is one of the pieces, and then we had various widths of pieces of fabric.
Yeah,
so I just kind of stacked them all on top of the cutting mat and did a cut just to make sure they were like of a usable size for this, so that they weren't too long. And when I first made my first piece, I left it, I wasn't sure how long I was going to make it. So I left this right on the roll instead of cutting it off. It worked fine. It was a little bit cumbersome, but I think it could be gotten used to. But then after that, I decided that I was going to make squares. And so I cut my piece of interfacing. And so you cut your piece of interfacing like this, or you use the end of the roll. And then the way you use this is you've got all your scraps, and they can either be coordinated or super scrappy, whichever you prefer. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you put your first piece lined up on the side of your scrap tape, and then you put your second piece on.
Hang on, just a sec. Can you move everything under it so they can see just what you're doing?
That's a great idea.
There
Thanks.
you go.
Thank you.
Because I couldn't figure out where those other colors were coming from. There we go. That's better.
There, that's better. Okay, so you're going to put your first piece on, lined up with the edge of the scrap tape, and then you're going to put your second piece on. This is sort of like paper piecing, where you line it up with the edge of your first piece. And then you take it to your sewing machine and sew a 1/4-inch seam, doesn't have to be perfect. And then flip this out and press. And then the same is true for the next piece. And you can see this one's a little bit wonky, but that is okay. We're just going to put it on right sides together. And I'm actually going to tilt it like this. And this is one of the reasons that I cut them about an inch wider. So they're about 6 inches or maybe 5 3/4, so that they go over the edges here. So you're going to put that on there. You're going to still sew your 1/4-inch piece, and then you're going to flip this over like that. And then this edge is going to be crooked. But that is okay, because then you're going to sew another piece on, and then you can straighten it out by sewing it. So you got this crooked. So your next piece can go on like this, and then you can straighten that out. So it's kind of forgiving in that you don't need to have perfect rectangles or anything. So then you sew all the way along here, pressing each time, pressing it out, and then you will end up with a piece that looks sort of like this, except it'll have your things sticking off. And you can see this one's a little bit crooked. This one's a little bit crooked, but that's okay because it makes it more interesting. And then you use your rotary cutter to cut these edges off, because as you can see, there would be some little waste over here. But so then you cut the edges off, and then really it's up to you what you want to do with it. You could just keep adding to this and make a long, like a sashing strip for a quilt, or you could take 2 of them and sew them together and make, this one is a rectangle. You don't have to do a rectangle. You could square it up. This one has a great example of those strips that were sort of wonky, and I just kind of built on them and just got them so that they were still covering the tape. And then the tape would be on the back. And so, you know, it might beg the question, what's the purpose of the tape besides taking care of these? But the tape also takes care of grain. So like if you have things that are cut on the bias and you want to have some stabilizer behind them to keep them from stretching or being rippled, then you can use this stabilizer. And then it's 100% water soluble. So, oh, another tip I forgot to say is don't use steam when you're pressing, because then it'll be somewhat dissolved. And you don't want it to be dissolved until the end, at which point, after you put your whole quilt top together, and even after you quilt it, you can wash it and that stabilizer will wash right out. So this is a new product from Gypsy Quilter. We have many of these 5-inch rolls, and then we have, and then we're going to have some 18-inch and 2.5-inch coming. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and comment. And I don't know how many I have coming in, but I can order more. And that is our demo for the day.
Woo-hoo.
All right. So another thing I wanted to mention is we have made a decision regarding the item of the whatever. We go back and forth, and now we're going forth. And we're going to change that to the item of the month again. Do you have a question?
I have a quick question.
Okay.
Brenda answered it, but some other people might be wondering. She had asked what the purpose of the interfacing was because it froze when you were talking about that part.
Okay. So the purpose of the interfacing is if you have some fabrics that are cut on the bias, it stabilizes them. So the interfacing keeps things so that you don't have to worry about straight of grain, so that you can sort of stabilize the edges with that and then just keep on going down. So hopefully that answered your question, and feel free to ask if there's any more questions. So we have that. And then regarding the item of the whatever, we are going to change gears again, and we're going to do an item of the month. And we're going to begin that again in April. So we're going to, and for those of you who haven't seen it before, the item of we were doing a week before we did a month, but the item is something that is a pre-order item that we will show you, and then you will be able to order either on the website or in the shop or on the Facebook page. What?
And pay.
Yep, you have to prepay, and then we'll place an order for it, and then it'll be here the next time, hopefully. Or if we're doing it for a month, it'll be here the next month. And for those of you who ordered the Table-tastic 3 book, I apologize that it is late. I'm having some possible fraudulent charge issues on my card that I have had to fix through many phone calls. So they're running a little bit late, but we will call you as soon as they come in. So any questions about the item of the month, go ahead and ask, and we will try to answer. But Irene, you and I are up next. We're going to do the 3, 2, 1.
Irene,
Yes,
I
dear.
really need to get my fingers better.
comment.
All right.
Do
So
we have a prize for the comment?
not yet, but we'll get
Okay.
one.
Do you want to announce who it is?
I think maybe your microphone might have just picked that up.
I forgot. I'm
We'll see.
sorry.
So Betty Snyder, I don't know if you heard Brenda, but you are the winner of today's comment contest, and we will have your prize ready for you when you come in next. Or just call us and we'll send it to you or whatever. All right. So you want to do 3?
I'll do 3.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 is when we take a fabric and we make it $3 off. So what we decided was to do this beautiful stripe. The one, not the orange and pink one, but this beautiful teal and I don't know, whatever you call it, aqua and yellow and pink. And it goes with our fabric that we showed you earlier. This will be $3 a yard.
Yes.
For this week. Okay, so if you want some, please be sure to pop in and get some. And it goes until it's gone. And
or
then,
the end of the week.
Or the end of the week, whichever comes first. So.
And by this week, we mean today's Thursday.
Yep.
So next Wednesday will be the last day that you can purchase this at $3 a yard.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to do 2?
Sure.
All right.
The next one, number 2, is this sweet little keychain tape measure. Irene's going to demo it for you.
Turn it around so we don't see that. So you can pull it out and then.
And it has centimeters on one side inches on the other side. Super handy to have on your keys.
And then you just
push the button.
push the center, and just
It
watch
sets
it
it up.
doesn't whack you
Yep.
in the face, because then they're done there.
And these are available in store only. We don't have them listed on the website for $2. And those are called flower tape measures.
And again, while supplies last.
Also pilot. Yes, because we don't have very many of these. So those are $2 each. And then do you want to do one?
Sure. So one is always, I don't know if I'm in the camera. One is always something we had one left in the store, okay? And we give you a discount on it. So this time we are doing the Easter chick basket. A while back, pre-COVID, actually right before COVID, we offered this as a class, and we had kits. It's a wool pattern. You could probably do it without wool, but it is regular $7. We are going to offer it for $3.50. There is one. That's it. And when we're done, we're done. It's a really cute. It's small.
Yep.
It's 9 by 11 3/4 when you get it done. So very cute. Some of you may have taken the class from Brenda. So
when this is gone,
when it's gone, it's gone.
say goodbye.
We
to
won't be
Easter
getting it
chicks.
back.
Yep.
Okay. Is that all we have, ma'am?
That
Three,
is
two,
all.
one.
So I'm going to come over and just remind you all that Irene is going to be flying solo next week. So maybe give her some grace, as you always do.
You always do.
And Irene and or Brenda and I will be flying the coop. So
Together.
thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. And with that, 3, 2, 1, and well, we can't be done because there's no one over there to push the button. So
I'll do it.
Oh, okay. So Irene's going to push the stop video button, and we will see you later. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.